Welcome to the Psychology of Toxic Families, Beckham edition. Allow me to explain why this whole Team Victoria versus Team Brooklyn thing is really besides the point and what's really going on. And also why this financial expert's opinion about this is completely wrong. But what she said really pissed me off because it's advocating financial abuse and abuse of power. But I'll get to that. So there's a lot of talk about Nicola being controlling and that she's done this in other relationships. Maybe she has, maybe she hasn't. But the point is that if you are attracting someone like that, that's not a healthy relationship and you have unhealed trauma. And the parent or caretaker that you have unhealed trauma with, you attract, date, and marry that same type of person. If you haven't fully healed that aspect, you will attract it again and again until you do. So from everything that Brooklyn has described, and by the way, you don't just put stuff like that on the internet if everything's going well. That alone is a symptom of a child trying to break out of a toxic, narcissistic parent situation. It sounds like Victoria has a lot of those classic narcissistic qualities. Yes, Nicola might be controlling, but so is Victoria. And this whole drama about the dress and Perez Hilton trying to come with some gotcha journalism, saying her wedding dress was planned by Valentino for years and trying to call her a liar. I'm sure she had multiple dresses. I think what happened is that Victoria wanted to wear hers for the main event, or the dress that Victoria made, she wanted it to be highlighted in some type of way, and Nicola didn't want that for her wedding. A lot of wealthy brides have like 5 dresses for their ceremony. But narcissistic parents are very creepy with their opposite sex kids, and narcissistic women want their son's world to revolve around them. So they often have rifts with the wife, whether she's the spoiled brat of a billionaire or not. They will not let any of their kids individuate because that means they become their own person and therefore they can't control them. But I've seen so many narcissistic mothers be so inappropriate with their sons. I'm sure she got Mark Anthony to say, "Can I please have the most beautiful woman in the room come to the dance floor?" which was Victoria. Also, narcissists love to ruin special events. Brooklyn is giving black sheep of the family like, I'm not doing this anymore. But the black sheep can break toxic cycles because they refuse to participate anymore and be controlled by the narcissist. But let's hope it's not continuing with Nicola. Now, in terms of this woman, her whole thing was, yeah, get in line. If your parents are billionaires, they control you. And then she also said that trust fund kids and trad wives all have the same thing, like they have these handcuffs. No, they don't. That is financial abuse. Narcissists and people that abuse their power use money to control and manipulate people. I know plenty of billionaires. Some of them are my clients. Yes, some of them raise bratty kids that don't really do anything, but a lot of them use their money as a resource to help their children be the best version of whomever they want to be. And then saying that trad wives also have these golden handcuffs. If you're in a real, safe, traditional relationship with a real and safe alpha male, you would never weaponize money like that. So to make a blanket statement like that is incorrect and sick and absolutely wrong. It's people that use money or any type of power to manipulate and control people. In this case, your kids. And I really think that Brooklyn's not having it anymore, and I'm proud of him. Yes, he has some growing up to do and figuring out how to make his own way. And maybe his father-in-law could actually help him with that and actually empower him like a lot of wealthy people do with their children. But right now, this just looks like a narcissistic family system that's being exposed. Also, narcissists get cheated on. The spouse will stay in the relationship for money or for appearances, like Brooklyn was talking about. Everything's about appearances. But because narcissists are so controlling and so difficult to get along with, the spouse of a narcissist that's staying in a relationship for whatever reason will cheat to get their emotional, also physical, and even psychological needs met. So there's that.